Hello, my name is Sylvia Veronica Putri Maharani, student ID number 20016444451. Today I will explain to you about what is a good communication, and I will explain how to develop a good communication skills. A good communication. There are four ways to develop a good communication skills. First, we need to understanding the basic of communication. Number two, don't forget to engage the audience. Third, use your words. And the last but not least, use your voice. First way, we need to understanding the basic of communication. How to understand the basic of communication? There are 3 points to understanding the basic of communication. Understanding the basic of communication, first of all, we need to know what is communication. Communication is simply the act of transferring information from one place to another place, for one people to another people. There are various categories of communication and more than one may occur at any time. For examples, spoken or verbal communication, such as face-to-face, telephone, radio, or television, and other media. Next, nonverbal communication, such as body language, gestures, how we dress, or how we act, even our skin. Next is written communication, such as letters, emails, books, magazines, the internet, or via other media. And the last one is visualization, such as graphs and charts, maps, logos, and other visualization can communicate messages. Communication is about more than just exchanging information. It's about understanding the emotion and intentions behind the information. Effective communication is also a two-way street. It's not only how you convey a message so that it is received and understood by someone in exactly the way you intended. It's also how you listen to gain the full meaning of what's being said and to make another person feel heard and understood. Point number 2 is have the courage to say what you think. Have confidence that you can make a valuable contribution to the conversation. Take time each day to recognize your opinions and feelings so you can share it with someone else. The next point is practice. Developing good communication skills begins with a simple interaction. Communication skills can be trained every day, both for social interaction until professional interaction. The second way to develop your good communication skills is engage the audience. There are 6 points how to engage the audience. Number 1, maintain eye contact. Whatever your position, either as a speaker or listener, looking at the eyes of others who you are talking to will make interaction more successful. Eye contact shows the interest and make the other people be interested to interact with you. Next is using gestures. These gestures include your hand and face, make your whole body talk. Use smaller gestures for individual and small groups. Larger gestures used when facing larger speakers. Point number 3 is do not send mixed messages. Synchronize between words, gestures, facial expressions, and tone of your voice. If you say one thing, but your body language says something else, your listener will likely feel you are being dishonest. For examples, you can't say yes while shaking your head no. If you are sending a negative message, synchronize words, facial expression, and tone of your voice that correspond to the message. And next is pay attention to the body language. Body language can speak much more than the words that come out from the mouth. An open attitude like a relaxed arm position implies that you are approachable and open or willing to listen to what other people say. Next point is show the constructive attitude and confidence. The attitude that you show when communicating will give a great influence on the way you organize yourself and interact with others. Be honest, patient, optimistic, appreciative, and accepting of others. Be sensitive to other people's feelings and trust in the ability of other people's. The last point is develop effective listening skills. Someone not only required to be able to speak effectively, but also have to listen to others and engage in conversation that is being discussed by others. Avoid interrupting or trying to redirect the conversation to your concern. Listening is not the same as waiting for your turn to talk. You can concentrate on what someone is saying if you are forming what you are going to say. The third way to improve your good communication skills is use your words. First point, express your words. Speak clearly and do not mumble. If people always ask you to repeat the words, try to train yourself to say the words clearly. Next point is saying the words clearly. People will judge your competency through the spoken vocabulary. If you are unsure as to pronounce a word, do not use that word. Next, use the right words. If you are not sure of the meaning of the word, do not use it. Open the dictionary and start learning a new word every day. Use occasional new word in conversation throughout the day. Last point is slow down the way you talk. One of the most important things you can do to improve the clarity of your message is to slow down. People tend to speak quickly when they are nervous or unsure of what they are saying. Speaking slower not only improves how well your audience comprehends what you are saying, but it also makes you sound more confident and in control. Last way to improve your good communication skills is use your voice. First, develop your voice. Voices with high pitch or a nasal quality are often that way because the speaker is insecure or nervous. Using the right vocal pitch helps you be more effective communicator. Next, turn on your voice. Avoid monotone and use dynamic sound. Tone of voice should rise and fall periodically. Last but not least, use an appropriate volume. Use the volume according to the situation. Speak in a softer voice if you are alone and you are familiar with the listener. Talk with a greater voice when dealing with a larger number of people or are in the larger room. That's for me. Thank you so much for listening. That is all for me. Thank you for listening the explanation of good communication and how to develop your good communication skills.